Hi, everyone. Welcome.
Hello, hello everyone.
Thank you for being here. Sorry
Hello.
about our delay, but thank you so much for joining.
Hey, hi, Chance. Good morning.
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hello,
Hi,
everyone.
Vatsal.
Hello, everyone.
All right. We'll give everyone a few seconds to roll in. This is great. All right. And just to check with the team, you can see my screen, correct? The slides?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, we can go ahead and get started since we're a little behind, but we have a few slides as everyone kind of continues to roll in, a few welcome slides. But welcome to our session today. It is all about how to become a program leader in the Pathfinder community. So over the last year, we have added new ways for our members to get more involved. Today, we'll specifically talk about our Community Captain program, as well as our Most Valuable Pathfinder program. My name is Chance. I am the Community Marketing and Programs Manager here at Automation Anywhere. You'll see that we also have quite a few of our team members from the Pathfinder community team that you'll hear from as well. And then we've also invited a few of our program leaders to kind of share their experience about these programs as well. So thank you guys all for being here. We really appreciate it. As with all of our sessions, we always post our safe harbor disclaimer. This basically states that any information shared during our sessions belongs to Automation Anywhere and is truly intended for informational purposes only. So our members, all of you, are truly the heartbeat of our Pathfinder community. By sharing your experience in the various forums or by joining the different training camps or the events that we host, the virtual events that we host or Pathfinder summits, you are truly helping us create a vibrant community. We have added over the last year a couple of different ways for all of our members to get more involved. One are our community tiers to recognize your contributions to the community. So as you engage online, you level up and each tier comes with your own set of perks. Today, we are going to specifically focus on our new Community Captain program that we launched just in March, I believe, March or April, as well as our MVP program. We'll talk about what it means to participate in each of these programs, and then also how to start building your path to becoming a program leader within the community. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to Mary.
Thank you, Chance, and thank you all for joining today. And as Chance was saying, there are different paths to grow and to be a leader in our community, and we are happy to talk about both. And specifically, I will be talking about the community captains one. So if you can go to the next slide, Chance. This is the team that will be with you along the process for this leadership path in the community. We are your community captains team. In this case, myself, I lead user groups and community captains like program, as well as Rima, which she's also in this call that you get a chance to meet her if you haven't. She's going to talk about a few things in the next slides. And also Shreya, that is also here with us, that she is in charge of our technical community captains. So it doesn't mean that you have to talk to only one of us. You can talk to all of us in the community team, and specifically, you can talk to any of us in the community captains team. If you go to the next slide, Chance. So what is a community captain? Well, a community captain is a professional who plan and host user groups or developer meetups about topics that you are more passionate about and that resonates with a specific micro community or in a specific topic. That being said, these professionals or these community captains spark conversations that are interest for anyone within this micro community or in our community itself. They help to, it's like the glue to put to put everyone together in a session where we can learn and grow together as a community. So I would like, Shreya, if you can just explain to all of us in this call what a community captains do and the type of groups that we have for them.
Sure thing. Thanks, Mary. So, community captains have four main responsibilities. The first is to plan and host these events. As you know, we are a limited team, and we would love if our community could host these events. So, we look at our community captains to kind of lead these initiatives and lead these user groups in cities or for niche topics that we might not be able to. So we would rely on our community captains to plan those events and to host them. And obviously, we will be giving them our own support and our own time, and we will be planning with them. But eventually, they'll be leading these initiatives and taking these forward. So the commitment requires like one per quarter, and that makes it like 4 in a year. And these could be related to like technical meetups, or these could be like user groups, and we will cover that in further slides. But just know that you don't have to like limit yourself to one kind of event. The second thing was to like promote and communicate about which events are coming up, and promote these in the communities, and encourage these conversations about our broader technologies, and engage the community that you interact with. The third thing would be to gather feedback about how these virtual sessions are going on, and also about like our products, and to collect discussion topics, and just see what the pulse of the community is really related to well, our ecosystem in general. And the fourth is to work with us, the core team, to publish these events and promote these events, as I said in the as I said in the beginning, and to also support each other and like your fellow community captains in the group, because we're all going to be one nice community. So, and collaboration is what we're all about. Yeah, so these are the four responsibilities, and I'll also cover the types of groups. Uh, so as I said in the beginning, these could be related to dev meetups, which I'm particularly biased towards, but these also don't have to be that. It can be related to a specific industry. For example, an industry-specific business challenges and automation solutions that you would want to build. For example, finance and healthcare. And these could be global or regional virtual events or in-person events. Then you would have like a role-based group. So for example, anything that you would want to discuss about, how to develop in a particular role, how to use automation for a particular role, for product managers, or for, program managers, or etc. Those are the two things that I can think of right now. But these can be global or regional virtual events again. And then if you are interested in exploring a particular topic in more detail, then you can even form like a topic-based user group or topic-based group, wherein you take a deep dive based on one particular key interest. For example, like agentic process automation, that could be like a key interest that you form a group around. And then city-wise groups, as if you have a community based in your city and you would like to start a group with them, start a chapter with them, you can start a city-based group, and this obviously is going to be in person. We would prefer if it was in person. This can also be like a virtual event that you do in your city. And then lastly, dev meetups. If you want to explore something that's hands-on and like is more focused on like the technical aspects of the topic at hand of a particular product or a particular, technology that's related to our ecosystem, then you should go for hosting a developer meetup. And again, these could be in-person or virtual events. So hopefully that gives you like an idea about the broad spectrum of the types of groups that you can form, so it doesn't have to be limited to one particular thing. If
Yeah.
any of these resonate with you, feel free to start a group, and we would love to support you.
I think what's so cool about what our community captains can offer is groups are a really great way for people to come together on a shared interest or topic. And I love that because within those groups, you're able to, you likely have similar experiences and you're able to kind of share your knowledge with others in a setting that everyone's kind of I guess it has similar backgrounds and similar experiences that they can weigh in. And so it's like a healthcare industry, for example. The automation needs for the healthcare industry are very specific. And so when you're able to talk with others that are in healthcare as well, it makes it really easy. And it also helps kind of spark new ideas on where you could use automation that you maybe didn't consider that before. And that goes across the board. That goes across topics, city. It's real. I've loved that we've been able to bring people together, over lunch or dinner or different events as well. It's kind of really nice to get to see each other in person, and being able to have that option. So the community captains is if you feel strongly about bringing people together, this is such a great way for you to do that.
Yeah.
I'll go to the benefits.
Cool. And I'll pass on to Mary for this.
Yeah, so thank you, Shreya. And here, I mean, one of the, and I think Chance just mentioned and called it out, one of the biggest benefit is to be able to influence and to bring people together, right? To create this network of connection within our micro communities. But also you have other perks with it, which is an AI event assistant that here, I mean, Shreya has helped to develop and build. You will have invitation to only quarterly meetings to enable with the latest updates in the Pathfinder team, exclusive access to our community captains group, where you will have different resources and the event assistant tool. You will get also invitation to a quarterly Ask Me Anything session with the Pathfinder leadership team, where you can, as the name says, ask anything you want to ask about product, about future releases, about whatever you want to ask. You will also have access to our feature feedback group, where you can participate in research and influence product strategy. And also you'll get recognition in our Pathfinder community. You'll get also like swag after your first session that you host. So, the opportunity, as I've said, to grow and to connect with others, which I think is the most valuable thing after all.
All right, so next we'll cover our Most Valuable Pathfinder program, commonly referred to as our MVP program. We also have a team here dedicated to supporting all of our MVPs. With this being a global program, we have contacts in each of our region. I mainly oversee the program strategy for the global program, as well as serve as the primary contact for our MVPs in North America. Mary, who you've met, does a great job and works really closely with all of our MVPs in Latin America. Rima serves as our contact in India, and has done a really fantastic job of getting our MVPs there plugged in. And then you'll meet Max here as well. So Max is our senior program manager on our Pathfinder community team. You have likely seen Max in a lot of the training videos and content throughout the training camps and all of our educational content, because he's part of the team that really creates and develops all of that. So we're lucky to have him on our team as well, and he supports our MVPs in Europe. So what is an MVP? Our MVPs are truly innovators, developers, leaders within their organization. They are eager to share their knowledge with others in the community, whether that's through being active online or through our community events. They are advocates of Automation Anywhere products, and often the go-to for sharing their experience, not only within the community, but with anyone really, potential users of Automation Anywhere products, but they are truly advocates of our brand and eager to share that with others. Max, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Perfect. Thank you. So sorry that I haven't got my webcam on, everybody. My webcam is bust. It will be fixed for the next one. But yeah, so what do MVPs do? So let's roll this back a little bit. So as you already know, being an MVP here, this means that you are part of something. But what we want to teach you is how you can really maximize your experience with this. So the first thing is you need to stay engaged. Now, by attending the monthly MVP meetings and community events, you're going to get fresh ideas, you're going to get valuable insights and exciting connections that really you're not going to find elsewhere. Now, secondly, contribute to the community. So, writing thought leadership blogs, sharing your unique use cases, and engaging in lively discussions in forums and groups not only boosts your professional visibility, but it enriches the entire community, to be fair. These answers and everything that you post, they stay there. People will keep going to them and they're going to keep building traction. It's only benefiting you because, well, it's got your name next to it and it shows you are part of this group. Now, next up is make sure that you become an advocate. So sharing your expertise at the community. This means that you're going to be part of the Automation Anywhere events or appearing in MVP profile videos. And again, this all enhances your personal brand. And well, this serves as a customer referral and it amplifies your voice and the impact that you have. Sorry, my Alexa just started playing music there. I had to quickly mute my microphone and get that paused off. But straight over to the final part, offer your insight. So by actively participating in feature feedback groups, providing valuable product feedback, and submitting thoughtful reviews, well, you're directly influencing the tool. We are listening to exactly what it is that you are saying. We're taking this on board and we are having the internal conversations that you want us to have. But we need your input in order to be able to keep having this and pushing it to the direction that you want it to go. Over to the next slide, please. Haha, the benefits. So, besides all of the benefits that I've just touched over there, we do have a few more. So, you're going to get special access to monthly meetings featuring product roadmap previews straight from our leadership team. Now, this is going to give you insider insights ahead of everyone else. Now, the exclusive MVP group is your personal network to build meaningful connections and unlock opportunities. Now, every quarter, you will get direct access to Pathfinder leaders in our Ask Me Anything sessions. So, your chance to get them burning questions answered by the people that's either going to have the answer or will definitely know where to get it. Now, you'll also have the unique opportunity to be able to participate on the hands-on in the feature feedback group. So, directly influencing our product strategies and the innovation, pushing it again where you want it to be. And well, another great perk, probably one that most people is going to get the most use with, is exclusive access to the enterprise control room. So this is professional development opportunities that's going to keep your skills ahead of the curve. And well, it's going to keep you recognition within the Pathfinder community. You're going to get access to the latest features, the latest packages. You can build some really cool stuff. On top of all of this that I've just said, because I can feel the excitement coming through, you're also going to get complimentary tickets to amazing regional Imagine events. And, well, of course, what goes with this, what everyone wants to hear, you're going to get swag. So that kind of sums up the benefits of that MVP. So, yeah, over to you.
That's perfect, Max. And I think what's so cool is, as you can see, both programs, I definitely encourage you to take a look at both programs and see what fits your interest in your own professional development. And it doesn't have to be one or the other. You can absolutely do both at some point as well. And so our goal is to make sure that we've got program offerings that fit a wide range of needs and interests. And things that really excite you. You can see that both have come with really awesome benefits and perks and ways to shine within the Pathfinder community. And then they both have, a lot that go along with them as well. So it's really kind of reviewing these and saying, okay, what's right for me right now? What makes sense as I kind of start to level up more within the Pathfinder community. All right, so I think, Rima, I'm going to pass it over to you, I believe. We're going to hear from a couple of our program leaders.
Hi everyone. So I'm Rima. I am a community manager, and thank you for the introduction, Chance and Mary, in the initial slides. I manage India programs, and I think nothing better than hearing from the leaders themselves, right? So we have Vatsal here today. He is the co-founder and CEO of Hedi Solutions Private Limited. He is one of our MVPs, a very proud MVP, and I think he is one of the embodiments of what an MVP should be. And the kind of contributions he's done, I think, let Vatsal talk about his experience himself. And please feel free to, leave your questions in the chat or even just raise your hands. We'd love to ask and just answer all your questions, because this is one of those sessions just dedicated for this captains and MVP program. So that, I mean, not every day we get an opportunity like this, right? Where we have the entire MVP and captains team coming together answering all your questions. So please feel free. We also have Inasio. He is a community captain, absolutely amazing on energies, wonderful leader, and that's exactly the kind of captains we're looking for, right? So we'll also get an opportunity to hear from Inasio, his experience from the community captains program. Again, please feel free to ask any kind of questions you want to. So we'll start with Vatsal. Hello, Vatsal.
Hey, hi everyone.
Hi. Tell
Sorry about
us.
this. Sorry about this frame because my laptop just decided that it has to restart. So I have joined from my phone.
That's
I
okay.
hope that all right. So yeah, thanks Rima for that lovely introduction. Uh, I'm not sure if I am the true embodiment of the MVP program, but yeah, I'm actually very, very honored to be a part of it. And I just love how the community comes together and how we actually put our brains together to come up with ideas and actually execute it to the core. And yeah, we are doing a great job actually. So just to give a brief about how I started my journey is I always wanted to become an MVP right from the start when this program was announced. I think 2 years back, if I'm not wrong. And but due to my work commitments, I was not being able to do much about it. But later on, when I started my own company, I was getting some kind of bandwidth to actually contribute to the community, and I started with answering questions on the forums. That was the first step that I took, and I could actually see that people were actually saying thanks to me that I was able to help them out with their queries and all those kind of things. So that motivated me, obviously, to help more people out there. And then later on, I started learning new things on the learning portal that we have on the Automation Anywhere University. And whatever I learned, I tried to implement it as well on the community edition. And then whatever I learned from it, I started posting it on LinkedIn, and it caught up. It caught up with you guys actually, and I got that kind of visibility with you. And then later on, Rima joined the team, and I was able to talk with her at Imagine, last year's Imagine. And from there, it just went up and up. And today, I'm proud to say that I was able to help you guys with opening up a completely new forum within our Pathfinder community, which is Pathfinder Hangout. Thanks to Rima, Shreya, and all you guys. So we have started this initiative in India, but I want that to actually get caught up in all the global areas that we have. And I'm sure we'll get there. It's just a start, and we have lots and lots of things to do.
Absolutely, Vatsal. Thank you so much. I think, yeah, the kind of initiatives that you've taken and you're actually taking this whole journey forward is so, so, so inspiring. And I think we have next Inasio, if you're there.
And just Rima, before, and I
Okay.
just for everyone in this call, I mean, for you're doing things right, and you are influencing and impacting people's day-to-day, job and days when they call you Batsy. I mean, everyone knows him. His name is Vatsal, right? But we call him Batsy, and everyone in the community calls him Batsy. So just thank you, Vatsal, again for everything you do, and we can't wait to see what else we will be accomplishing together.
Thank you,
True.
Mary.
Very,
Thank you
very
for your
true.
kind words.
Very true. And one last thing I'd like to say, Vatsal was talking about being visible in the community. Trust me, visibility is everything. If you're trying to be visible, trying to post about automation anywhere, trying to, create a video, blog post, tagging us. So I think we identified Vatsal as a community team itself because we saw him extremely visible on LinkedIn on our community, and it instantly kind of hits us as, hey, we've seen this person all over again because his name keeps on popping up in the community. So might as well be interested to be a part of the MVP program. Let's explore. So yeah, I mean, it was an instant click. And that's what I think, visibility matters so much in the program, whether you're trying to be an MVP or a captain. Just try to, be a little more visible on the social media and the community, and you're doing absolutely right.
Yeah, I think Vatsal too. I mean, speaking of community tiers, you've reached our highest tier, and I
Yeah.
know you have probably over 200 posts in the community alone. So thank you for all that you do. Absolutely.
Thank you, Chance. Inasio, I
So
think it's your turn now. I can see
yeah.
you.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Rima. Thank you, Vatsal. So, about this community captains program, it's basically just out of the box kind of initiative where you kind of have this innovation and interactions with the community coming in hand, like together. So, it's like every time there's something new coming up, like a new AI agent project coming up, a use case coming up, or say, suppose there's a new tech coming up, the chance of being in the community and introducing that tech with an innovative use case and getting that idea with a real world scenario, as well as even listening to what the community feels about it, like their questions, their suggestions, how would they feel about it. So this is like a whole other level of interactions, I would say. It's been really, really great being a community captain for this Pathfinder forum. But yeah, the main thing that I love most about it is like the way Rima said, the way Vatsal said, it's the visibility. Like from time to time, it's like people start trusting your solutions, your innovations, the way it's coming out, and they look up to you with the this with how you resolve, how you solve every problem that comes up. And the full Pathfinder uh, thinking is to get the full community together. So that's what I loved a lot. And me being the community captain and having hands-on such innovation along with the interaction with the community has been really an amazing experience till today. Yes, and I'm really grateful for that. That's it
Thank you
from my
so
side.
much. Thank you so much, Inasio. And I think it's a mutual
Yes,
experience and also a feeling because as much as the fulfilling experience that you mentioned, I think it's been as fulfilling having you as a captain because we want people to come on boarded with the exact amount of enthusiasm like you have. And I think that
yes.
is why we kind of have chosen you for the right platform and yeah, a great representation of the whole captain's program. So thank you so much, Inasio, and also Vatsal. Thank you so much for being here in the call. I think we'll take a moment. If you have any questions, please feel free to raise your hand or even ask your questions directly. The entire team is here.
I think I'll add too while you're thinking about questions. We
Yes.
did have a good question come through about really just all of the details discussed today, as well as other guidelines and expectations. I dropped a link to a new blog that we just published last week that has all of those details in there. And we will post the recording to today's session in that as well. But it's kind of a really great reference point of, okay, what's the difference between the two? What might I be more interested in? What kind of expectations and guidelines are set for each of the programs? And so all of that is there. So be sure to check that out as well. But yes, definitely would love to answer any other questions before we talk about how to apply.
think there are not questions. In the meantime, they think also about it. One of the questions that was most asked before about community captains, I would like to just say it here, so everyone just aware of that. And I love what Ignacio said, that community captains not only host events with other speaker, but as community captains, you can also, as he was saying, you can you will have the space to talk about something. You can be the speaker of that event as well. So you have those two options. You can have or host a session where another speaker, so you can be hosting that event and sparking conversations with that speaker and the audience. And also you can be the speaker of that event. So just for you to have that in mind, that you don't have to be speaking in all the sessions, and you don't have to be only hosting. You can do either or.
And I saw a note about having more in-person meetups and tech sessions, and that is something that's definitely on our radar, and our team's been talking about quite a bit lately, is how to bring more people together in person. There's definitely value in that. We know that, and so hopefully you'll see some more of that coming up in the future. And I think too, and Mary, Rima, Sharia, Max, please correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think, if you're thinking about which one's right for me right now, I think, our community captains are truly, so we host events every month. And we really need help. People want to hear from you, and they want to hear how you are applying our products and features into your automation programs. Because it's helpful to learn from others. It's helpful to hear others' experiences. And so that is a big focus of community captains, are hosting those events, bringing people together around a certain topic. And really, that's something that if you're enthusiastic about teaching others and sharing your knowledge with others, that's a great path for you. Our MVPs, we lean on that for you as well. We lean on you for that as well. We come to you for speaking at these sessions. We come to you for speaking at hosting thought leadership sessions or sharing use cases during Pathfinder Summit or even during Imagine. A lot of our MVPs have spoken on stage at our Imagine events as well. And then it's really, truly kind of, we ask a lot of our MVPs to be that go-to when it comes to customer referrals or providing their feedback on as we roll out new features, really truly getting your feedback in that as well. And then it's also being highly visible within the community. So really being involved, really being engaged. And so I think it's truly, taking a look at both and seeing what really excites you. And then defining what that path looks like. And like I said before, and I absolutely mean it, is that you truly can do both. Or you can do one now and do one later. But we're here to help kind of create that and build that path for you and guide you on that journey, because you being a part of this is what makes these programs thrive, which helps our community thrive. So definitely feel free to ask questions. And as you're going through the application, be thoughtful in how you respond to those and just think through okay, what am I really more interested in? And how do I see myself growing and getting involved in this community as well? I see question, Rima, for you. If there's a date finalized for Hyderabad group meetup.
Yeah.
Do we have that?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I
Yeah.
see you
Yeah,
responded.
well,
I'm sorry. I didn't read far enough. All right. Perfect. Okay, Rima, I'll pass it over to you on how to apply.
Okay, again, a very interesting, because we've almost come to an end. But I think this is what we've all been waiting for. How do I apply? So please go ahead, scan this QR code, and like Chance just mentioned, be very vigilant about what kind of questions you're answering, because a lot of is going to be dependent on what you answer in your applications, right? So whether or not you're going to be more apt for the community program, community captains program, on the MVP program is going to be dependent on how you answer each of these questions, right? So please fill in your application form by August 22, and then we'll have interviews that will take place between August 25 to September 12th. And the final selections of the community captains or the MVPs will be notified by 26th of September. Please note that our internal team is going to decide based on the conversations we have through all the interviews that we do, whether you're best suited for a captain's program or an MVP's program. So yeah, that's one thing that the team together will decide based on your application and your entire interview. And like we've told, you'll be notified whether you've become a community captain or an MVP by 26th of September. And October is sparked for program onboarding and your first sessions. Any questions so far? Chance, if there's something you'd like to add, please do. Okay.
I have one quick
Yeah.
question actually. So is the application like an annual thing that you guys do this?
That's a great question. So we actually will probably do this a couple times throughout the year. So we just rolled on a new group of community captains and MVPs back in April. And so this is kind of our second installment of that. But we will likely do this a few times throughout the year. It's always worth kind of keeping an eye on the community and seeing what when we'll open those up again.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, great question. I also think that's a good note too is, and I definitely want to be sure to mention, so we have a really great group of individuals here that have joined this call because they're interested in becoming a program leader. And I say this all the time, I wish we could take you all, but we simply cannot. But also please know that as we're going throughout this process, that we will help you kind of create that path towards whatever program it is that you're interested in. We will work really closely with you. And so please know that we're here to help and support. We understand your goals. We want to understand your goals and help you figure out the best path forward. And we will work with you all individually on that as well.
And to add to Chance, actually, I would like to just tell all the people who are interested in this particular what do you say particular thing. I would just say just start and start small. So you can contribute to anyone. You can reach out to any MVP. You can reach out to any existing community captain. We are here to help you out. You can reach out to Rima, Chance. They all are here to help you out. And when I was having doubts about anything, I mean anything related to community or anything related to the uh, even a small thing like how can I win this particular badge? I'm interested in it. So Lou was very. I actually ate a lot of time with Lou about figuring out how I can move up on the tier levels, how I can contribute more in the community, how I can win badges so that I can post them and show off on LinkedIn. All those kind of things you can do. And these are like small things, but it will actually help you to improve your communication skills, improve your networking skills, and also improve how you think about portraying yourself as a community member. So that's how it has helped me. So I'm just putting it out there. Start small.
I couldn't have said it better. I think that's so perfect. All right. Well, that ends our session today. Like I said, the link in the chat has kind of all of the details for both programs, as well as probably more details than you're ever going to want to know about both programs. There's links to some guidelines there as well, but we just really wanted to be transparent about what both programs entail because you deserve to know. And as you're kind of planning this path of what fits your needs. We all know that you are working full-time jobs, and so we also want to be respectful of that. But we're here to help support, answer any questions that you have, and definitely would love to have you be a part, a part of one of these programs. Definitely take a look at the application. Let us know. Feel free to reach out to any of us if you have questions. And then we can link the recording. It'll probably be a couple days, but we can link the recording in this blog as well. So everything's in one place. And I didn't know if someone had a question. I may have spoke over someone or comment.
I just wanted to add to that, that if they have any questions in the blog that the link of the blog post that Chance shared before in the chat, you can add the question there and any of us will answer you as quickly as we can, as we see it. And you also you can write at our community and learning, our community email, or to our emails as well. So reach out if you feel to any of us, to the community email or in the blog that Chance just shared with you.
I do have one more question, actually.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going through the past events because I didn't realize that this was a thing. And some of them do seem pretty interesting, but I'm noticing there are not recordings available.
Yeah.
If that's something that we're interested in, is it, maybe you said that community email, is that someone we could reach out to get those recordings?
So, and that's a great question. So our user groups specifically, our user groups are not recorded for a few reasons, right? And one of them is these user groups are a safe space for our customers to speak about and discuss topics, challenges, or use cases, what they're doing, what has been working, what hasn't been working. And that is why for these, for respecting this privacy and the safe space, we don't record them. We don't share the recordings. We do record the sessions for recap purposes. So if you're interested on what was discussed about these past events, you can find the recaps of what was discussed in this link. And let me share it with you. In our Pathfinder blog, that's where you can find the recaps of what has been discussed, but we can't share the recording. What I would recommend you for now on, we always have interesting sessions. So what I would recommend you is just to click on attending on the sessions that you see that you're interested right now. Like for example, for August, we're gonna be adding the September sessions this week. So just stay tuned for that, but just click on those that you are interested on attending. You'll receive a meeting calendar invite on your inbox once you click on attending. And then just join those, because as I've said, we don't record those sessions. I mean, we don't share the recording.
And I like Shreya had a good note. Shreya had a good note as well. Make sure you subscribe on that upcoming events, on that events page, because that'll notify you for all of the different upcoming events. And I would imagine, Mary, correct me if I'm wrong, but if they were interested in one of the user group or one of the groups, maybe industry-based or something, they can request to join and you go through a process to just ensure they're the right member for that group. Okay.
That is correct. So as of now, we have life sciences, we have BFSI, banking and financial and insurance services, micro community or group, and we have healthcare as well. We have the Spanish group and the Portuguese group, and coming up German and French groups. For those, if you belong to one of these industries, you can click on join group. I will review your request and then I will approve it if you belong to this micro community. So we keep it private, for example, for healthcare. And as Chance was mentioning before, it's a great example. Why? Because they have very specific things for this industry, like HIPAA and other things that they handle, and that the challenges that they are facing. And we ask this community, okay, what do you want? Do you want to have these sessions monthly? Do you want to have them quarterly? They choose what they wanted, the frequency. And they also said, we want it to be private. Why? Because these use cases and these things that we're going to be discussing should be only for healthcare providers and payers, right? And we respect that. So we hear our communities, we respect and honor what they want. And that is why we protect these spaces for them and for all our community. So I don't know if you have any other questions.
Well,
No?
we appreciate you all being here so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for, first and foremost, thank you for all that you're currently doing in the community today. That makes a huge impact. I know our community values it and appreciates it. So thank you for that. And thank you for being interested in doing more. And we're here to help with that and just appreciate you being here. Mary, I saw a question pop up about a French. Is there a French group? Did you say that earlier?
It's gonna be. So we have a community captain already in Switzerland. He speaks English and French, and he's gonna be helping us with this. And if there is somebody else that is interested on becoming a community captain or helping with this, I would love to have another person. So yes, it's gonna be probably in the next, I would say, couple of weeks, the group in the community. So you will be able to join that group. And also if you want to contribute, you're invited and happy to have you.
Great question.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Link to the application. Mary, are you able to get that since you're logged in?
Yes, let me get it. I'll add it into
Okay.
the chat. Give me 1 second.
Awesome. And we can also add that link to the form in the blog as well.
I added it in the chat.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. And please don't hesitate to, if you think of questions later, reach out, post them in that blog. I'm sure someone else will have the same questions. So that's also really helpful. And we'll do our best to respond and just look forward to meeting all of you in the coming weeks.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Chen.
everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everyone.
Here's all.
Thank you.